Well, hello. I'm Jeff Evans Todd, voice actor.
Voice actor extraordinaire.
Oh.
My name's Jesse Inocalla, also voice actor.
Superbtacular.
Oh, this guy. You. We're going to come off so gay.
I know. That's okay.
So now you two seem like you know each other. Where would you know each other from?
The booth, mostly?
Mostly the voice booth.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Legends of Chima voice
Legos
booth.
Legends of Chima.
The
That's
Legos
right.
Legends of
Oh,
Chima.
right.
That
Gotta
sounds like a bit
remember
of a
that.
big deal.
It's a reasonably big deal.
Yeah.
In every Legoland worldwide.
Yeah.
NBD.
Taking over.
Pretty sure I saw some of the Lego at Disneyland. So.
Yeah. It is at Disneyland. It's at the Lego stores everywhere. Fun game that I know Scott plays it, but I've started doing it too. You walk into the Lego store and you just ask them about the show.
Oh, yeah.
And they know so much about it.
Yeah.
Stuff I don't know about.
It was great at Fan Expo, too. when it
Oh
was
my
here.
god,
Oh,
yeah.
man. Yeah. Going in there, I went with my buddy, and he was like, so I don't know if you know him. This guy right here, he's that character. And the guy's like, oh my god! Oh my god!
I had a lot of kids really confused as to why a grown-ass man was posing with a big Lego statue of the crocodile.
No doubt, yeah.
A lot of parents did not want me around.
Can you give a basic description of the show for those who don't know what it's about?
Yeah, so the basic idea is that it's about a world in a world where animals are men. And
Please
women.
continue.
And women.
Yeah.
It's about a number of tribes that inhabit this world of Chima, and they compete for this resource called Chima.
Chima, yeah.
Clever.
Makes sense.
Yeah. And conflict occurs when one tribe, the villainous crocodiles, bastards.
Nasty.
No, they're just awful.
Nasty buggers.
They are not pleasant. Except for that one really sexy one. Yeah, when they decide to try and take all the chi for themselves, and it starts a intertribal war.
I've heard it described well once as sort of like a Game of Thrones meets Lego meets little animals.
Yeah.
Kind of. Like for kids, yeah.
I kind of look at it like He-Man and Battle Cats in Lego.
Yeah.
Or Thundercats.
Yeah.
Battle Cats is another game I'm playing on my phone.
Listen.
So now, which characters do you guys play, and can you give a little description of them?
Please, Jeff. Start us out. Because I am maybe 4 characters on season 1, and you're like all of them.
This is like a handful of them.
5 handfuls.
Well, the first one I booked. The first one I landed was Razar the Raven. He's the prince of the Raven tribe, and he is a scallywag, that guy.
He is a major scallywag.
He is just up to no good, and he's in it for the cash, and that's it. That's it, you know? He could be a good guy, he could be a bad guy. Doesn't matter. If you're going to pay him, he'll be on your side. Yeah. And then there's a few lion characters. There's like Leonidas, Lennox, a couple crocodiles. I think I've got Crawley, the crocodile.
Yeah, you're Crawley.
Yeah, Crawley.
You're a rhino too, aren't you?
Yeah, Runk.
You're Runk.
Runk. Oh, wow, my word. And Bladvik the bear, he's one of my favorites. He's a narcoleptic bear. He's constantly falling asleep. And apparently, I was told in the breakdown that when I auditioned for Bladvik, that he was deceptively this narcoleptic bear, because apparently he's one of the strongest warriors in Chima. Haven't seen it come about yet.
No.
But I'm sure it'll rear its head at some point.
Unless it's just one of those things they threw in for color.
Yeah. Yeah, they definitely.
Which is possible.
Yeah.
Which is possible.
I think there's There are a few more characters. I don't know if I can say all of them.
No,
I
we
definitely
can't talk
can't.
about all of
Just
them.
keep it to what's
I don't want to get
Eat.
fired.
Yeah. I guess there are a few eagles though too.
Oh yeah, you're
Aquila.
Yeah,
Eagle Eye in the Sky.
You're Aquila. You're
Are
you
Ewald? Ewald.
You're
Ewald.
Ewald. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're like every eagle. He's an eagle man.
Half the eagles.
No, you're totally half eagles.
Yeah.
Only because I wasn't around yet.
Exactly. Yeah, that's the only reason why.
Actually, you were the original voice of Plovar, weren't you?
Yeah.
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 This guy.
That's another good story. I was the original voice of Plovar.
Yeah.
And then one day they were like, "Hey Jeff, so there's a new guy coming in, and he's got your character. So you're not that guy anymore." And because this is my first cartoon that I've done, I was like terrified. I was like, "Oh no, they're slowly weeding me out," and I was like. Said to my agent Mal, I was like, "Okay, so what does this mean, really? What is this really about here?"
What the hell is going on, Ralph?
She assured me that this happens sometimes,
Yeah.
and sure enough, it does. And I'm more than happy to have given Jesse Plovar so that he could join our cast because he is wonderful to have around. We have jokes all day,
Oh, we totally
all the time.
We'll get into some of those.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. There's some good little nuggets of
we have
information
Easter
for-
eggs in the show.
Yeah.
As for me, I play Plovar, the spa attendant, hairdresser, tooth cleaning, general maintenance bird.
Very flamboyant character.
Who is basically Miss Piggy mixed with Katharine Hepburn. Though he started out really British. Like, he started out kind of Zazooey from Lion King.
Yeah.
But over the year.
Yeah.
Over the years. Over the year I've been doing
seasoned.
him, he's kind of become more Katharine Hepburn. Like, a lot more Katharine Hepburn.
Oh.
And the reason why, there's a very specific reason why. I started listening to the Thrilling Adventure Hour podcast. And it's like a old-time radio serials, but modern times done with a bunch of comedians. And one of the segments is called Beyond Belief. And it's about these married mediums in the upper crust of New York who see ghosts and like deal with exorcisms and stuff. It's based on The Tall Man. And Paget Brewster plays a character named Sadie Doyle. And she talks like this all the time. And I just thought, oh my god, that's perfect. I need that.
This is Plovar.
This is it! So I took that. And also, I mean, as he's gotten sassier, he's gotten a little more Katharine Hepburn, Miss Piggy than British. Also in season 1, I'm sure I'm a few other guys, but the one that like really sticks out in my head is I am a gorilla named Gumpo. He has 2 lines. The only reason he sticks out in my head is because I have a goal in most cartoons that I do, which is when I do a background character, sooner or later I want one character to be Nicolas Cage and one character to be Jason Statham.
Yeah, you got Jason Statham.
And Gumpo was Cage.
Oh, I guess maybe I've said too much.
No, not really.
It's a little.
Not really.
That's gonna be your little secret hint there.
Yeah, so Gumpo was very much just talking like Nicolas Cage as a gorilla.
Yeah. Oh, you're so good at that.
Do you remember that one audition where I just like killed everyone in the booth?
Yeah.
By doing Nicolas Cage? What are you doing? And I just look over and Doug is just like hunched over.
Everyone's rolling. Yeah. It was unbelievable.
It's on my new voice reel.
Good.
Cage, yeah.
Good.
I'm just going, I could eat a peach for hours. Face off.
What? No, I'm a vampire?
I'm a vampire, yeah. But I mean, I can't shout like Cage because it's such a just like, I'm a vampire! Like, that's not even close, really.
And it was also, it was more like, I'm a vampire!
Well, he says it like 1,000 times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so you've given us some examples of what voices you use. What about for, say, Razor? How do you sound for that?
How does Razor sound?
Yeah, how does Razor sound?
Well, let me tell you something. Razor is this kind of sleazy, high pitch to low pitch. He's really all over the place, and he's kind of like based on your typical infomercial type of guy. You know?
Hi, I'm Razor with ShamWow.
Yeah.
The slap chop.
Yeah. So,
you know what
bikini, martini, linguine.
You know what Razor's always reminded me of is a less gritty Gilbert Gottfried. Like just the same sort of vocal quality as Gilbert Gottfried, but without the rasp.
Yeah. I don't know what inspired Razor, really, to be honest with you. It was kind of like a freak, like, possession.
Sometimes you just see it and you're like, okay, I know what I'm doing with this.
Yeah.
I think that was with, friggin' Plovar. That was exactly what I did. Was I saw the breakdown for him, and I thought, well, it's written like it's supposed to be flamboyantly gay.
Yeah.
And I knew it's a kid's show. I can't go on there as, the Cowardly Lion or whatever and go, hey, everybody! That's not even the Cowardly Lion. That's Ed Wynn. Matt Hatter. Alice in Wonderland. So I just kind of went, okay, well, they're not going to want gay.
Yeah.
So I just went in and spoke like this, with a proper British voice, but a little bit, gossipy at times. But that's how I ended up with that.
Yeah. Well, I think that for me at least, a lot of the times for voiceover, especially, the characters just seem more like it just seems more like an instinctual thing.
Yeah.
A lot of the times.
Yeah.
Especially, I know when you have a picture of the character.
Oh my god.
Like
that changes everything.
Boom! It just kind of comes out of you a lot of the time. I mean, you go in and do like technical things and think, do some research, do some homework. But I think at the end of the day, it's your first impulse is usually pretty strong.
Yeah, and I had that with another audition last year, earlier this year. It was the Maury project.
Right. Yes.
Because I went in for that, and the director, the producer, the producers, I think, had no idea what they wanted. Literally no idea. The breakdown, and Jeff knows because he went out for it as well.
Yeah.
The breakdown was like alien, fawn, elfish, male but not masculine.
Yeah.
So I went in and I just thought, well, I'm gonna give them what they want, but there's no way in hell I'm gonna be cast for it because that's not the voice you give to the lead in a film.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, you don't want the hero of your film to sound like this all the time.
Oh, God.
I know.
Yeah.
So I did that for my first take. I got three shots in the booth at it. Did that. I did kind of an in-between, like a middle ground, where I just added a bit more rasp to it. And then at the end, I just did kind of like what I wanted to do with it.
Yeah.
Did not get called back.
Though, it does, usually I find a lot of times what you want to do
fits perfectly.
Yeah,
no, I mean,
what you end up being booked for.
Totally.
Yeah.
And I mean, the way I had it described to me by my agent or by whomever is that oftentimes the CDs and the directors and the producers have an idea of what they want. And I was just talking to Jeff before we started recording about another thing I went out for recently, where they gave actor references, Will Ferrell, Ricky Gervais, and Simon Pegg, and the character in question looked nothing like what, like you'd relate those characters or those people's voices to. Maybe Will Ferrell in, like, Anchorman. But in no way like Ricky Gervais or Simon Pegg, because, they talk very proper, very... very fast, very quick like that. But, that's not what that character looked like. So I went in with something entirely different. Like, complete 180 based off of what the actor refs were. And I got a lot of praise from the director in the booth from it. I didn't book it, but, I mean, who cares? I went in and I did what I wanted to do, and I had a lot of fun with it.
And lots of times, too, if you go in and do stuff like that, you do something differently that nobody else has gone in and done, the director's not going to forget that.
No.
And you will be remembered for future projects.
No.
So.
In fact, I can shed some light on the whole Plovar situation for you.
Yes, please.
I know what happened there.
Okay.
So, I auditioned originally for Plovar, for Laval, Krager, Gorzan, and Razor.
Mm-hmm.
And of all of those, they loved my Plovar.
Mm-hmm.
But Plovar wasn't considered like a main character at the time.
Right.
So they wanted me to book another character. So I got brought back in for Krager, Gorzan, and Laval. So I assume they'd already gotten you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. They got this.
They had me in the bag.
Yeah. We offered him lunch.
I will do a cartoon for lunch.
Oh my god, I would do a cartoon for lunch. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I would do
Please.
that. I will do that. Now someone's gonna call me on that.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Here goes the rest of your career.
Swearing
lunch.
happens on the Geek
thank God.
Supremacy Project, don't worry.
Holy cow. Holy dynamite.
Yeah.
Jeepers creepers. Jeez
Yeah.
Louise. Okay.
Now, Greg,
Mother
one of my
of-
co-hosts, constantly drinks on our show.
Oh, awesome.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay.
Damn.
These are weed muffins.
They are very much weed muffins.
Yeah.
Sweet. Okay.
But yeah, so they wanted to book me for Plovar,
Yeah.
but they couldn't book me. They didn't book me for anyone else because Scott got Laval, of course, because
Yeah.
he was already Warriors and he got Laval. David is Krager.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like
Pretty hard to refute
the thing
that
is
one.
too, when I got the sides, you probably had the same thought. I had no idea it was Lego.
Yeah. Exactly.
Like I got the
Yeah.
sides, and Lion Prince, noble, courageous, honorable.
Yeah.
Crocodile Prince, mean, angry, energetic, and I thought like, this is Thundercats. I legitimately thought this is Thundercats or like an adventure cartoon that's gonna have maybe 12 episodes
Yeah.
and then maybe a second season. So when I went in, I went with like really different voices than
Yeah.
like not cartoony, right?
Mike Krager was pretty intense.
Mike Krager was mean.
Yeah. I hear you. Yeah.
Mike Krager was angry all the time and like really mad, and
Yeah.
I was just like of course David got it
Of course.
because he nails it.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, I didn't end up getting any of those, and literally like 3 or 4 weeks passed since I submitted those last takes to the time when my agent called me and said, "Yeah, you're not part of the project anymore," and I've never been so relieved. Like I'm so happy I'm on the show now, of course, but
Yeah.
at the time I was just like, oh thank God, I can stop worrying about it. And then like a month later I get a call, oh Jesse, you're being booked for Legends of Chima. And I actually wrote to my agent, I said, is this a joke, Sam? Are
you joshing me?
Are you having a laugh at my expense? Because I can't take that.
I'm fragile.
I'm very fragile. But yeah, so that's how I ended up coming back for Plovars, because they really, really, really wanted to book me for it.
Yeah.
But they couldn't justify it unless I had another main.
Yeah. Yeah. And then more characters came out.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, lovely.
So now Thundercats has come up a couple times. Do you think it's any coincidence that the lions all look like Lion-O?
I don't know that we're qualified to speak on that. I think what it is, I mean, what we've seen a lot in like modern cartoons is kind of a hybridization of Japanese cartoons with American cartoons.
Yeah.
So like, and even the original Thundercats was anime. Just like retranslated anime or redubbed or whatever it was. So I think, and I mean, it goes to show in Legends of Chima even, you got characters with huge eyes, there's lots of magic powers and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
I think a big part of it is that, it's just kind of catering to that market still, where there's a strong desire in the youth community. Good Lord. That sounded so douchey. That was the douchiest thing I've said all week. My point is anime. Oh God.
So speaking of animation styles,
please.
in this show, seems to be a combination of realism and Lego. How do you think that works together?
I love it.
Pretty well, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, certainly there's things that are really well expressed in this medium,
Mm-hmm.
you know. And what always strikes me as interesting is like I play a lot of video games. I went out and I bought Lego Star Wars Clone Wars when there were those Lego auditions out. Cause I thought, oh my God, I'm just gonna gank some voices.
Yeah.
And of course it's all like the and I'm sitting there going, well, I just wasted $16. But it's a fun game, so I didn't.
Yeah.
I feel like there are a lot of things that go over really, really well because of the medium. And, you know, with Legends of Chima, and, you know, I'm sure Jeff will agree with me on this, it strikes a really interesting balance between being funny and being really dramatic.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, it's, I think that there are a lot of really strong themes in the show that really kind of almost rest under the surface of that wacky humor. But there's some really strong themes in there, especially with it's so current is what it is. It really pushes like environmentalism and balance in nature and balance of resources, and you know how we're overusing our resources really right now. Like for instance in Chima, if one tribe has too much of the chi, then it starts earthquakes and different like climate type changes.
Bad stuff
happens. And I think that's a really powerful message to be setting to kids right now, especially.
Absolutely, and it's it's a great place. It's a great thing for those kids to learn because, you know, as Jeff was saying, our society is very consumptive right now. And, you know, Chima is a simpler place than our times, you know, in a few ways. But at the same time, I mean, it's... you don't get a lot of those, like, message cartoons nowadays. No, usually it's, you know, bright lights, bright lights, bright lights, bright lights, bright lights.
Yeah.
And not a lot of story. And I feel that's where Chima really shines, is it has a really, really, really strong story with really strong characters.
Yeah.
Like, the characters are the basis of the story, and they are very, very strong characters, and they each have a backstory.
Like very representative of certain archetypes of society today. Very representative. I don't think they're necessarily... They are kind of like... Some of them are typical stereotypes, typical archetypes, but they go further than that. They go deeper than that, and they really... The way the writer has intertwined those characters together makes them deeper as a whole. Through that story.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we all know this is a Lego cartoon, so of course there's
it's a Lego cartoon?
Yeah, just hate to break it to you.
Oh, jeez.
Now the question is...
I thought this was Oscar drama.
Do you own toys of yourselves? And do you play with yourself?
Yes.
Don't try and lie to us, Todd.
I will say I didn't buy them for myself. A good friend of mine went to Disneyland and bought them for me. That's not to say I wouldn't buy them for myself, because I definitely would, and I probably will, because I don't have Razor yet, and I really want Razor. And Lennox. I love Lennox. Lennox is so bad. But anyways, so I have currently Crawley and Leonidas. And Crawley's, what is it?
Like his Speedor? Or?
His grabber.
His little vehicle.
Yeah, with the teeth on the wheels. It's really, really cool. So cool. I was like, I opened the box and I was like, oh my God, I'm building Lego again. This is the best! This is the best! And I just played around with it, and now actually... For all of you out there who don't know, I have an Instagram.
Oh.
It's Trey_Fox, TRE_Fox. And I do some Instagram videos with my Lego characters.
Yep.
Yeah, and so that's a blast. Yeah, being a voiceover artist and having a media these days, social media like Instagram and Vine and stuff like that, really awesome because you can make little voices and videos and stuff.
Basically doing what we got in trouble for in school.
Yeah.
If you've seen Plovar, he's not a minifigure at all. I fully expect at some point he will probably just get like a little, like we were talking about before the podcast, a little like sort of figure.
Yeah, the ones that you just fit on a little
That you just fit on a little
circle.
peg.
Yeah.
Which you'd probably be fine with. Oh!
Whoosh. Yeah, that was good.
As if I've ever played basketball. So I do not yet have a Plovar toy. I am hoping to have one in time. Lego. Even if it, like a plush toy or something is more likely, I think.
Yeah.
But I'm
Keychain.
I am looking forward to the ones to come.
Mm-hmm. There will be.
Oh, there will be. And I also have an Instagram. Thank you.
Plug that shit.
I will. Are we doing a plug at the end? Or
Yeah, I was going to do a little plug at the end.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Saving it.
Yeah, so now
Yes, hello.
do you guys have any other projects you've been working on recently that people can find you in?
Maybe not find me in yet.
No, yeah.
But definitely been working on projects. Mm-hmm.
Are you allowed to talk about any of them?
Well, you just did Dog Sees God.
Right, yeah. I just did a play. I don't just do voice acting. Neither does this guy.
No.
No. We do many things in the acting world. But no, I did just do a play called Dog Sees God, Confessions of a Teenage Blockhead, which is, it's a reimagining, further down the road, a parody, you might say a dark parody.
It's a very dark parody.
Yeah,
Yes.
Of the Charlie Brown characters. They're all about to graduate high school, and it intertwines, like drug abuse, homophobia, suicide, bullying, alcoholism.
It is a very dark show.
It
I
is
saw it.
very dark.
Yeah,
I had the privilege of playing Charlie Brown, which was it's kind of a.
That's a tough role.
He was in a bad place.
Yeah. As if anybody in the play is in a good place.
Yeah. Well, I mean, off the top of the play, I'll have you know that Snoopy dies.
What?
Snoopy gets rabies and dies, and that's where you start. And it was
It's all uphill from here, folks.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you were at Metro the other night. Were you auditioning?
Metro.
Theater.
Oh, right. How do you know that?
It's Instagram.
Oh, yeah.
No, I follow
Right.
you everywhere.
That's kind of neat. I have a stalker.
Yay!
No, I was at Metro the other day because I was shooting a web series, a small part in a web series.
Oh, very cool.
But just a friend of a friend had asked me on to do that, and actually it was my girlfriend who I was playing her boyfriend, and it was. So that was
oh my
hard.
god, that was a good one too.
Yeah.
A little slow.
A little slow, but
So?
it was worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I got to play a douchebag boyfriend.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, and so that was fun. That was a lot of fun. And I guess this coming week here I'm doing a short film. A short film. Actually, believe it or not, Meg Kinsley was casting it. She asked me. Meg, I don't know if you know, Meg also plays Galuna and Queen Crunkett.
Yep.
On Chima. And so I was actually I started coaching, doing a little bit of coaching for voiceover for little kids, and I was looking for the female sides that we had for Chima auditions.
Oh, so you gave her a call.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
very
gave her a
cool.
shout and I was like, hey, so you got some sides? And she was like, I'll look for you. But also, I don't know if you're interested, but casting this short film, and I would love it if you could audition for it. And so I auditioned, and we're doing that
Hell yeah,
this
you are.
weekend. Yeah. Ew.
Fuck yeah, man.
Yeah. Keep him busy. Keep him
That's the
busy.
way to
Very
be.
good.
Yeah. And yourself, sir.
Myself, well, besides Chima, and I do have one big project in the works. That is, you will both probably be involved. Honestly,
Hell yeah.
I'm working with.
Right arm.
I just recently started working with a group called the Geekenders, who does nerd-themed burlesque and club nights around town, and they want to expand that into doing full shows. So I've been tasked with doing some dramaturgy for a new show they're working on, likely casting in October for a show in February, which I'll be directing.
Very nice.
Right on.
Which is going to be pretty badass. It is. I don't want to spoil what it is. We'll talk about it after the podcast. But it's something I'm very passionate about. My degree was in classical history in college. Not that I've done anything with it except make funny voices into a microphone.
They could be historically based.
Sometimes they are. Sometimes, actually, to get off onto a history nerd tangent for like 15 seconds.
Love it.
Count me down, Jeff. So, I did a show once called Yoo-Hoo and Friends, which was, I'm so honored to have been a part of that show because it was directed and produced by the guy that made Cow and Chicken, David Feast, who I was cast for like one villain role in it, and I was the only male in the main cast who was not double cast. So every other character, literally every other male character in the show was me. I ended up with, I think, it was one season. I ended up with about maybe 18 recurring and lead roles on it, and must have been 30 or 40 just like minor roles.
Jeez.
Yeah, but the whole premise of the show, and check it out because it's really, really funny. I absolutely love it. It's about these 5 executives at Nasty Corp, which is this corporation that's destroying the world and just doing awful, awful things, like, paving over things to make shopping malls, like the Grand Canyon or whatever. And Father Time, who is a big blue Viking with a big bushy red beard, played by Flavor Flav. There it is. I was waiting for it to land. Yeah, he's got like the watches on all his arms, got a big hourglass around his neck. Turns those executives into furry little animal versions of themselves and says, you fix the problems you've done, and then I will give you one wish so you can become human again. And I know.
Yeah.
So in the show, the 5 executives are constantly beset by these meerkats who want to steal all their gems and create like wishes for themselves, of which I am one. Whose wish, I believe, was to become a supermodel. Female supermodel. But yeah, anyway, so back to the history story I was going with this, too. There was one episode, because each episode started with like a flashback, like Father Time in colonial America ordering a pizza from Benjamin Franklin using the first phone ever. And of course, Benjamin Franklin he doesn't know what that is, and it's just Father Time being silly. One episode featured, was set in Mongolia, like during the time of the Mongol Empire. And I'm a huge Mongol history nerd. Like,
Don't say.
I am the biggest Mongol history nerd. Like, I read books on planes constantly about just, the Khanates and whatnot. So, this is not commonly known outside of, stupid Mongol history nerds like me, but Genghis Khan is a mispronunciation.
Oh.
It's pronounced Chinggis Khan. Because that hard G does not appear in the Mongol language. And it's not even his name, it's a title. But I'm going to bore the shit out of your listeners. Anyway.
Some of them will be like us and jazzed about it.
I know.
So,
join me!
Yeah.
It is called the Geek Supremacy Project.
Geek Supremacy Project, yeah.
You know.
I should be okay then.
Yeah.
So, that came up. You know, it was Father Time going back in time and, like, yelling at a baby or something. I don't think he was yelling at a baby, now I'm thinking about it. But that baby grows up to be Genghis Khan. And I saw it in the script, and I'm like, David? Hi, Jesse here. You know it's not pronounced Genghis Khan, right? And I'm just thinking, like, the second after I said that, I just went, why did I do that? And David just pops up and goes, oh, how's it pronounced? And I said, oh, it's pronounced Genghis Khan. And, you know, I'm just going to confer with everybody back. No, we're keeping it Genghis. Okay. Almost the exact same thing happened. I went out for a commercial once, and I was called out for Napoleon because I'm short and look Corsican. But, of course, history nerd, I'm talking to... Who was casting that? Not Pam Wise. Blonde, you've glasses.
Where?
This was at Shoreline.
Kirsten DeWolf? No, that's not.
It wasn't DeWolf. Oh my god. Please don't watch this.
Yeah. Yeah. Ooh.
Oh no, I've dug myself into a hole.
Yeah.
He can't remember either.
Wait. We weren't talking about a commercial at all.
No, I was talking
actually.
about how pretty all the casting directors in town are.
Yeah, they're all outstanding people.
I love them all. Anyway, so I'm auditioning for Napoleon, and another history sidetrack real quick. Napoleon was not a short man.
He was average for the...
Napoleon was about 5'7".
Yeah.
He was called short because, like, it was propaganda against the French at the time.
Mm-hmm.
So, of course, I'm like, so, you know Napoleon wasn't short, right? And I'm just thinking, oh my god, why do I keep screwing myself?
Sometimes you just have to be stupid.
Sometimes, frequently, in my case. Good lord. Anyway, so that's how I ruined 2 jobs. No, but You Who and Friends was a fantastic opportunity, and I cannot encourage people enough to go, like, check it out on YouTube or whatever, because it is very sharp writing. Like, so sharp. Like, you guys ever watch Samurai Pizza Cats growing up at all?
Yes.
I don't know if I did.
Okay.
It was on really early in the morning,
yeah.
so...
It was an anime that was completely redubbed and rewritten for an American audience.
Okay.
And that's basically what You Who and Friends was. It was this cartoon show from Korea based on this line of, like, Beanie Baby toys, Beanie Baby looking toys.
Okay.
But they rewrote the entire thing, added the Father Time segments, added the villains.
That's genius.
And it was so smart. Like, you wouldn't think so from, you know, being a little kid show, but it's so clever. And we threw in a lot of stuff that was just flying right over kids' heads. Most of it was me.
Diabolical
I try.
cartoon villain, you.
Yeah.
Okay, so last question before
Please.
we do any plugs.
Oh.
What is the nerdiest thing you have ever done?
Besides ruin 2 auditions.
Yeah, I
with
was going to
history
say, you
references.
already kind of went into that, but...
Yeah, those are pretty bad of me. Please, Jeff, you first, because I'm going to need to think about this one.
I don't do nerdy things.
Oh, bullshit.
Then get out!
Yeah, I'm in the wrong place.
Bullshit, boy.
No,
you a Lego.
Yeah, I make videos on the internet of me playing with kids' toys. That's not nerdy.
No,
That's the normal, cool person thing to do.
If you're 5.
What is the nerdiest thing I've ever done?
That's a good question.
Well,
You probably didn't expect this to take so much thought.
No, I didn't.
I'm still like,
Yeah.
because I've done some really nerdy things, and I'm just trying to figure out what the worst of the worst was.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I know what the worst of the worst was.
Okay, well, you've got something, so you think we'll
yeah.
be...
Okay. So, this is embarrassing. Like, this is straight up embarrassing. So, I have a few huge crushes in the voiceover world.
Oh.
You know where this story is going.
Yeah.
So I have a few gigantic crushes on people in the voiceover world. Not in like a, like a creepy way, but I'm just like, I love their work, and I am, just so enamored with them. And also they're incredibly attractive women, so that doesn't hurt either.
Doesn't help your...
Yeah.
No, it does not help. Does not at all.
No.
So, at Emerald City Comic Con, I go to Emerald City Comic Con, so there's strike one. I was there to meet my voiceover coach, Rob Paulson, who's the voice of Yakko and Pinky and other incredible works. Anyway, I met that year. This was last year. I met Rob. I met Maurice LaMarche, who shook my hand and introduced himself as Maurice, and I just thought, hello. You're the brain.
Oh, dear.
I know.
Oh
my
man.
god.
And Rob Paulson.
Ah. He's an incredible guy.
Yeah.
Seriously, like one of the nicest guys in the world.
I believe that.
Yeah.
I believe that.
I met Jess Harnell that year, and he and I just totally broed out.
Oh man.
We were like such bros. That stupid thing.
Oh, dude.
You gotta come down with me.
Yeah.
We're gonna party. Anyway, so at that convention, they did a Star Wars reading. So it was Jess Harnell, Rob Paulson, Tara Strong, who we'll get back to, John DiMaggio, Kevin Conroy, and oh my lord, I'm forgetting someone. Maurice LaMarche, of course, and Billy West, who I also freaked out over meeting. Because like, there's two people I got into the voiceover world for. Billy West, Charlie Adler. And I've met both of them in the past year.
Wow.
Which was...
Wow.
I met Charlie when I was in LA. And since it was a Cow and Chicken reunion that was going on Rob's podcast, David was there. And I bumped into David. Well, I emailed him before to let him know I was coming.
Yeah.
He just walked me into the club. And I was hanging out with him and Charlie and Rob for like 3 hours before the show.
Holy shit.
It was pretty incredible. That's great. If you ever want to like spend $5 and have a really great time, go to Rob's website. Go to his Ustream, actually. I think it's like ustream.com/Rob Paulson Live. And buy the Cow and Chicken reunion video on demand. Because Charlie Adler has an orgasm as the red guy, and it goes for about 45 seconds.
Oh my god.
Also, D. Baker does this impression. He speaks fluent German, D. Bradley Baker. He got on stage at Rob and David's and Charlie's request. He went up on stage and he did... It felt like about 2 minutes, but I'm sure it was only 30 seconds. But it was incredible. 2 German men having sex. Just saying anything. I think the climax was on Lebensraum. Anyway, back to my nerdiest thing in the world I ever did. So, the Star Wars reading happens, and Rob and the others are coming down the elevator, and they're on their way out, but they're just hanging out for a little bit. And I'm there with my girlfriend, and I walk over, and I'm just like, hey, Rob, that was great. I just wanted to touch base with him, And I just got to talking with Jess Harnell about something, like we were just chatting. Mm-hmm. And Tara Strong walks over. And she's like right here. And I turn and I just go, hi. Like I froze. I don't freeze, but I just froze up. And like I went to shake her hand. And she looked at me and was like, are you okay? Anyway, so then I went back to the hotel and ate a whole pizza.
As we do.
And then I stood in her autograph lineup for 2 hours the next day to apologize. And she was really cool about it. But I remember just getting to the front and saying, hi, Mrs. Strong, my name's Jessie. We met last night. And she goes, oh, I remember. Anyway, wanted you to know that I really appreciate your work. And I have the biggest crush on you, and thank you so much. And my girlfriend's with me, and Tara looks at Tasley, my girlfriend, and says, God, I've said my girlfriend so many times, and I hate it when I do that because it sounds so nerdy. Like, my girlfriend was with...
She's real!
Because I have one! Anyway, so I was there with my girlfriend, Tasley. I did it again. Anyway, and Tara looks at her and says, well, is this your girlfriend? And I say, well, yes, of course. And Tara says, well, wouldn't she get jealous? And part of me is just like, yes. But she got to meet, what the hell's his name? Shane from Walking Dead, who she had a big crush on. Yeah. So I told that to Tara, and I was like, yeah, now we're even.
yeah, totally.
And then at one point, Tara implied that she and Taz should make out, which was great for me. Didn't happen, and Tara, if you're watching, I love you. So, with all respect, I say this. That would have been the best.
Yeah. Even the fact that she said that, that gets to live in your imagination for the rest of your life.
It does, frequently. So that's the nerdiest thing that I'm willing to admit to.
Well, I've been pondering while we've been sitting here.
Oh, okay.
Please.
And I mean, God knows I've done ridiculous amounts of nerdy things in my life. It's just a matter of recalling them or allowing my subconscious to let them surface again.
I really hope yours is as embarrassing as mine.
Well, I mean, you really did inspire a story that you really just got into yours, and I'm going to just be able to
Please,
ride the coattails of that a little bit. But I was working at a particular hotel in Vancouver as a valet, and this particular hotel has certain celebrities that come to town that stay at this hotel, and throughout my life I've watched a lot of Band of Brothers. It's
a good show.
It's when I go back to like every year or two and just catch up on it, and just it's such a great story, such a great true story, and it was so well produced that I just have to go back and watch it. And one of the main characters, actually, the character that narrates the whole story, played by Ian Bailey, was one of my favorite characters, and Ian was staying at the hotel because he was in town shooting Once Upon a Time. And I saw him, and he was really the first celebrity I'd seen come through the hotel that I was, like, familiar with. And he came through, and I was just like, mush. Just complete mush. Just, did you guys see Ian Bailey walk through? and I was a mess about this the entire stay he was at the hotel. Like, I was working almost every day, and he kept coming through those front doors, and I was like, hey man,
hey man,
hi. In my head, I was having a full conversation with him, but it was never a reality.
Materialized?
No, and then there was one day I was like just determined I was gonna speak to this man. And he came through. I was in the lobby of the hotel, and he was coming out to get a cab or something. And I was like, "Hey, how's it going?" And he leaves the front doors, and I'm just kind of standing there outside now because I kind of followed him out because I was like, I knew I was gonna talk to the guy, and I was just standing kind of beside him, not really, just kind of was like, and he just finally, one of the doormen, he said, Mr. Bailey, would you like a taxi? And he looks to me, and he's just kind of like, yeah, I do. Almost like he's like, thanks for asking.
Thanks, dude.
yeah. But no, really nice guy, and I just shit the bed. And I never was able to really talk to him after that. I just basically came to the conclusion that a solid hello was good enough for me. and a smile. Yeah.
That's all you wanted from
Yeah. Yeah. That's really all I wanted. In terms of, I think there was another thing I wanted to tell you too.
Pardon me?
Oh, this happens. I like that ringtone.
Sorry about
What else? No, I mean, like, there are a lot of nerdy things I've done.
Did I just destroy your train of thought with the Cantina Band?
Yeah.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah. Win some, you lose some.
Fucking Cantina Band.
Yeah.
They only know 2 songs.
Oh?
Yeah. There's that one and then there's another one.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a second one.
There's a second one. Plays after Greedo gets shot. No, I'm sorry, after, what's his name? Obi-Wan cuts off the arm of the alien man, whose name I know, but I'm not going to say, because I've already gone too far.
I mean, no, I think, like, my life is just, like, constant nerdiness, really.
Yeah, you are a voice on a cartoon.
Yeah. I mean, I'm from Saskatchewan, and I go home, and I've embraced myself a lot more now, but I go home, and I just, like, my family is, like, don't really get you, kid. Don't always really get you. But they're very supportive. Very supportive.
Except when they don't get you.
My strangeness. Yeah. They don't have to get it.
Well, if there's any internet plugs you want to do for where people can find you
I want to do all
to
sorts of
be
plugs.
annoying.
You start us off here, Mr. Inocalla.
Well, thank you. Plug-wise, I'm on Twitter at Inocalla, Inocalla, which is also my Instagram handle, at Inocalla. I had to think if I spelled my name right. Just there. Inocalla. Yes. Beyond that, this is another thing I have coming up, actually. I've been hired to work at a medieval festival in Alberta.
Right on.
Yeah, I know, right? That's why I can't make it to the recording.
Oh.
Next weekend, but the weekend
Wow.
after, or maybe 3 weekends from now.
Where are you going to be?
This is a gig I actually started at the BC Renaissance Festival. And it was complete luck. My friend Lori Watt was working with them at the time, and approached me and said, "Hey, well, they're looking for a town in Salter." And I said, "Well, what is that, Lori?" And the entire job is I wander around a little village, and people pay me to shout at other people.
What more could you ask for?
Yes. So I'm going to be... Yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad. So I'm going to be in Brooks, Alberta, which is 2 hours south of Calgary.
Right on.
Pronouncing it like a true Calgarian. Shouting at people for 2 days straight, 9 to 5 each day. And I'm being paid $1,000 for it.
Right on.
And I get to keep whatever I make. $2 an insult. I know.
Wow.
Last year, I did it last year as well. I got $650, like $300 for travel and $350 for appearance. Then I upped my rate because I could. I love you, Brooks. Thank you. Yeah, this year I'm being paid $1,000 to be there, and last year I probably made $1,000 total after both days take, because people will just give me like a 20 and not ask for change. Here's a hint: I don't give change unless you ask.
Wise up, Brooks.
Wise up, Brooks. Get out of your chicken rendering facility. True fact. In Brooks, this was like,
these are going to insult them.
Yeah, this was Saturday. Like, no one was there. And I'm like, where's everybody at? Who am I going to shout at for 4 hours? Shut up. It's my phone. It's my text message noise. For those listening, that was Utini, which is a Jawa shout. Anyway.
Yeah.
Good lord. Anyway, I was told that there would likely be more people Sunday afternoon because A, everybody had to go to church, and B, Saturday was a big day at the chicken rendering plant. And I thought for a while, chicken rendering plant? I might be in the wrong place. I'm gonna be rendered like a chicken if I yell at people here. Thankfully, it did not happen. Anyway, yeah, so follow me on Twitter, follow me on Instagram, and if you're in Brooks, come pay me $2 to shout at you or a family member.
Superb.
Thank you. Oh, and look out for the show I'm going to be directing in February 2014 with the Geekenders, geekenders.ca.
Your turn.
Jeff,
there you
please.
have it. Okay. I have my Instagram, which I already told you about. Trey Fox, TRE_FOX. And there's lots of kooky, weird little videos and pictures that you'll find there.
Oh, wow.
That's for sure. As soon as Instagram got video, I took off.
Right?
Yeah.
Though David has really good vines.
He does. He does.
Wicked vines.
Yeah. He's quick, that one. He's a smart fella.
Why'd you get us? You could have gotten him.
I don't know him
David
already.
David
Attar, man.
That's true.
And Bethany.
Yeah. What a great crew we
We
have.
have a really solid group.
Yeah.
Except for all these new guys who keep coming in.
Bastards.
I'm teasing.
We love you.
I was a new guy, too.
It's true.
It's very true.
That's true.
Yeah.
We took you in with open arms. Yeah.
The second day. Anyway, sorry,
so
plugs.
Twitter.
Twitter.
You can find me at Jeff Evans Todd.
Sorry.
That's where you can find me there.
Put it on silent.
JEFFEVANSTODD. And also on Facebook, I've got a fan page on Facebook as well, which is also Jeff Evans Todd. So, yeah, and I don't think I've got anything like any shows or anything to plug right now. Just decompressing from the play, which is a lot of decompressing. Yeah,
it's a tough play.
Yeah, but I did recently. I have some friends in Vancouver who are in a band called the Oceanographers, and they are spectacular. They just had their album release, and they were gracious enough to invite me on board to play a role in their first music video.
Hell yeah, man.
Yeah, and
Nice.
so that should be released end of July, early August, and that'll be posted all over my feed, so keep an eye out for that one. And if you can, check out these guys, check out their shows. Check out their shows. They're playing at the Red Room this Saturday, I believe, and they're fan-fucking-tastic.
Oh, and just to speak for both of us for a sec, watch Lego's Legends.
Oh, yeah. Shit. Please, for the love of God, watch your show and buy the
Watch
toys.
the show!
God, yes. Okay.
Are those webisodes out yet?
Yes. Oh, shit.
Are they all out?
Yeah, go to the YouTube channel for Lego.
Yeah.
And there is they've got like it branched off into different segments based on different shows, Star Wars, Chima, all that.
Ninjago.
Go under the Ninjago.
Yeah.
Go under the Chima section on the Lego channel, and there's like a ton of new webisodes.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Those are the ones we did, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're great.
Is the Plovar one out?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Oh, it's so funny.
Because I haven't watched that
Oh
yet.
my God, you killed it.
Oh my god.
It's so funny.
Okay, so spoiler alert. In this webisode, the same plant that Krager gets spritzed with a couple times, gets spritzed on Plovar, and he's given he's told like go wreck someone else's day or something.
Yeah.
So he flies into a mad rage and destroys everything.
Mm-hmm. This bird just dismantles
robots. He wrecks
somehow.
everyone's day. And at the very, very, very end, like this is my favorite thing I've ever said is Plovar. Maybe second favorite. No favorite. He wakes up and he's like holding his head and he goes, "Oh, where am I and why does my beak hurt?"
Yeah. I gotta say, Mr. Drevliny, thank you for your writing.
Thank you. It is very, very solid writing. It is
Yeah.
so sharp and...
It's built like an onion.
Yes.
So many layers.
That is a very layered line. It's like less than zero, but with a bird.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyways.
Yes. But watch Lego's Legends of Chima. Check us out on YouTube. Check us both out on Instagram and Twitter and Jeff Todd's Facebook fan page. You fan him and I'll fan you. I don't have Facebook, so no, I won't. But stop. Yeah, and just watch the show. I hope you guys enjoy it. And I think it's something really special, and that it's there's a fly on your glass.
Yeah.
In your glass.
Yeah, it's inside.
Oh,
Sure.
do not drink that water.
At least from that side.
That's for you now, fly.
The pool.
Yeah, check out Legends of Chima, and thank you for your support so far. And
Yeah.
I hope to be doing a lot more of them.
Yes. Go team!
Woo!
Team Chima!
For Chima!